should say we're blessed with guests today.
You've gone all Irish now, haven't you?
Have I?
Ah, yeah.
I wonder why. But I wasn't going to talk about Irish yet and the script tour here today because we've got the American Pie actor Jason Biggs coming in. We've got Leah Ruiz.
That's made you very happy that Leah's in today,
She's a stunningly, fantastically gorgeous cook.
And she can cook.
As well.
What do you want?
Yeah. But first of all...
Yes, millions of TV viewers. Danny O'Donoghue's the talent show judge who battled it out against Tom Jones, Jessie J and will.i.am on BBC's The Voice. But to music fans all over the world, he's 1/3 of the rock band The Script.
'Cause if one day you wake up and find that you're missing me, and your heart starts to wonder where on this earth I could be, I'm falling to pieces. Still love what the other ones besides. I'm falling to pieces. When the heart breaks, so it don't break easy. But just now got the feeling that we needed for the first time.
Well, it's great to have Danny here this morning. Very good to see you together with Mark and Glenn from the band. They've got a new album out. They're #2 in the charts with the single. The album's called Number 3, and the single is Hall of Fame. This is your 3rd album. Mm-hmm. How did you come up with the title?
So complicated. Very difficult. It's just there's 3 of us in the band. It's our 3rd album. If we were ever going to do it, was now, you know. We never got away with on a 4th. We had a lot of weird things happen to us while we were making the album, and one of those things was that we recorded the album in Studio 3 for 6 months. So it just kept playing as Danny's birthday's on the 3rd. There's 3 of us in the band. It was a 3rd album.
We were trying to joke that it was my emotional age.
Yeah.
Well, Adele had 19, and that was to represent her generation and her age, so ours is 3.
Just the 3 of you.
33 and a third.
And it's always been just the 3 of you. Was never anybody else from the start, really?
No,
Well, you 2 were together first, I think, weren't you?
Yeah, we've grown up as friends and making music since we're kids, and in about 2005 Glenn came along and we've been making music ever since. I mean making music in the real sense.
Yes, obviously. Okay.
Just to clear that up.
It's not good music, but we've been making music. Clarify that.
See, often people say 3 is a difficult number, Glenn. Did you find that
No, I
joining
found it
as
was
the
like
3rd?
being a piece of a jigsaw puzzle. When I met the guys, I just kind of slotted in, and it just worked. It was one of those things.
It's a really easy jigsaw. It was like a 3-piece jigsaw. I was like, what?
Two's a difficult number.
2 is it? Yeah. There, now let's not go there.
Yeah.
But the chemistry was just right, and it was a case of finding guys with attributes that I didn't have, and hopefully I've got attributes that you don't have.
But you see,
Well, you play the drums and they can't.
And I make tea.
And you make great tea.
I make great tea.
And also, when you're there on The Voice as a judge, it didn't work for you first time round. It's very interesting because often, so many people, so many of these youngsters that go into competitions, they're looking for instant success.
Yeah.
So you 2 had experience. Was it with My Town?
Yeah, that's right.
You had experienced failure, as it were, really.
I mean, there's a lot. I mean, when we were growing up in a band, in Dublin, that's how we kind of got our first start, was in a group. It wasn't a successful group, but what we learned from that is, through failure, is to get back on the horse again. And we went over to America against all odds. We started to produce, start writing music and producing music for a lot of other acts.
Yeah, but how do you do that? Okay, you're in Dublin, the way anybody would be in Coventry or Liverpool or Aberdeen or whatever, and you put this band together, it doesn't work, and then you say, you know what, we'll just go to America and we'll produce Britney and Justin. How's that happen?
Blind faith
and the gift of the gab, really, you know yourself, we were doing stuff like, I had a fake Rolex on at one stage. I had holes in my shoes. They were literally talking, my shoes were. And we were kind of just BSing, really, to try and get a lot of work initially. And then we got our name on one song, and we ended up doing a remix for Justin Timberlake, and that we got the notice by a publishing company then. And then they signed myself and Mark as writers and producers. And then that was the avenue out. So, I mean, initially it was a hope and a dream that, hard work and dedication will get you there. But it was, and that's literally what it was. And being on The Voice and being able to teach that to, the contestants on The Voice, that it doesn't come easy. We've made it the hard way. And that's what I guess, I was on the panel to give that advice.
And what about Mark and Glenn? What did you think when he said to you, look, I've been asked to do this? Did you think this is a good thing for the band? Or
Initially,
do you think this was going to elevate him kind of out and away from the script?
Well, I'd been in America for a while, and we'd already played The Voice in Holland as a band.
That's
and
right.
We were guests, and then I'd been out in America, so I got to really know the format, and I watched the American show, and I thought it was a great thing actually. So I come back to Danny, and I was kind of putting my hands behind him, pushing him to do it. Myself and Glenn are really comfortable in our skin and really comfortable as a team. It's nice that the goalie wants to be a goalie, and everybody's in our positions, and we all quite enjoy that.
So you don't worry it becomes, Danny O'Donoghue and the other two?
It is. Look, it is
Danny from The
happening that
Voice,
way.
yeah.
It is happening a little bit that way, but that's just the public the way it is. Anybody who knows us through music is what's more important to us. Know us for being a live band.
I think there was a big gap between people that knew the band and knew the songs but didn't know who we were in the band.
Yeah.
So Danny doing the show now, you say the script and people, they think of Dan, and then
it really helped.
They don't think of me, they think of my mullet. That's what they think of. I was only watching it there. Thank God it's gone.
Yeah,
How was
man.
it for
Need a
you to
trim.
get, there's a lot of recognition, a lot more recognition that you probably had. A lot of people knew you for your music, but this becomes out in the street. You can't walk the street without people going, "Oh, it's that guy from the Voice."
Yeah, and it's gone up a level. But again, look, I'm so proud that we went on and represented bands and we represented groups. And if it wasn't the script, maybe it could have been the Stereophonics, could have been anybody, Razorlight, somebody from the band side who have worked hard to get where they are and stuff. So yeah, we were really proud of that.
And of course, you made a great mate, which is will.i.am.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
now,
yeah.
I'd have thought he'd have said to you, "Right, come on, you can come
Yeah.
and do a song with me," but it's been the other way round. You've roped him in on this.
Yeah, he heard Hall of Fame, and we'd been messing around backstage, just playing each other different demos and stuff. And he had, funnily enough, it was track number 3, and he heard Hall of Fame, and he was
spooky.
like, "Yeah," he was like, "That's dope." I was like, "Really?" He goes, "That's dope, dope, dope." And he wanted the song for his own album because his new album has very positive message behind it and stuff. And we kind of got him in a verbal headlock, and we're like, "You can't have it. We're going to take it." So Mark suggested it to him actually backstage.
No, Mark told him. He
I told him, yeah. He's like,
That's how it
forcefully
works.
told
You're
him.
doing it.
Glenn, that is what you're doing for us at the end of the show
That's what
today.
we're going to play.
Yeah.
We're going to play
Yeah.
that song, and hopefully,
There's
you like it.
a lot of stories behind a lot of the tracks that you've got on the album,
Yeah.
and it's always, I wish we had more time to talk to you about those, but your music is so emotive and so meaningful. Thank you very
you.
much indeed.
Thanks for
And I know
having us.
Paul McCartney's a big fan,
Yeah.
and he had you.
Yeah.
What did it mean having his endorsement?
Paul McCartney was massive, but you can read, critical reviews all you want, but when you get the seal of approval from the man himself,
Yeah.
nothing else matters.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's really great.
It's been incredible.
But it's great to see you. I have to say, you were on here a long time ago, weren't you? I think I would
2008.
like to say you saw them here first.
Yeah.
I'd like to
It's
say
definitely,
we're
it's definitely
responsible.
close to that. We were definitely
Remember
one of
we
the first
said
TVs.
they'll never amount to anything.
Yeah.
What kind of name's that, the script?
He wasn't wrong.
Well, if I read the script now, it'll say Abby Clancy's here with a fancy look at trendy trousers in a minute. The boys will be playing at the end of the show, and if you fancy yourself as a bit of a